All right, this guy is all set up on the turner, ready to get some resin on it. And I've got some interesting colors coming up that I'm gonna play with. Hang on. Howdy, howdy, this is Clara Lawrence. All right, time for this guy to get resined up. This is one of those that I did the base with acrylic paints, and he's been left to dry for a good 24 hours and is ready for some resin. I've got some colors mixed up, a variety, and a couple surprises. All right, let's get this tumbler started. I really am enjoying this technique with the brush strokes and getting a variety, like a blend, but also get the texture of the stroke in there. Super excited about that. So what I've got here as far as colors wise is I've got some black, which is not a color I normally do, some gold, but also some chameleons too. So I picked out a chameleon that is a yellow-green shift. So I think it'll work really well with what we've already got going on. And then obviously some gold metallic. I do have white in case I want to throw some white in there, because this does kind of have both the colors. See. I still feel like I'm new to working with a tumbler. I'm not new to resin. Definitely not new to resin. But I'm figuring it out. So I'm just applying the techniques I know that work well with resin art and paintings and such, as well as acrylic. And a little bit of alcohol ink, I've done that too. All right, so in this case, I'm doing a little bit thicker of what I would consider a skin coat. So it's a pretty good coat of resin on here. And I wanna make sure I got everything covered first before I start with my colors. And I think we're good. All right. Clean off my paws here. That's what we always say around the house, clean off the paws. Okay. So what I do like to do is put any colors I'm using underneath the white or the black. So what it does is it creates, I guess, peekaboo terminology seems to be really common with tumblers. So you'll have your color here and you got your white or black over here, so you can kind of see little bits of it underneath. And that is what I'm doing here. That is not the color I'm looking for. All right, that's white and black. And here we go. All right, so you see the sparkle right in here? This chameleon's gonna kind of do that. It's a green gold sparkle. So it's gonna be really pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some big stripes in here because, well, let's just say it's gorgeous. A little bit down here. It's kind of a transparent thing, but yet also not, because it has that glitter property that will reflect light. Hopefully I'm making sense there. All right, I'll do little bits of some gold. This has got a fair amount of gold in here. Oops. All right, let's see. Do I need anything else? What I really like about this particular gold, this is bright gold by Just Resin. When you hit it with a torch just a little bit, the flakes come up to the surface and it almost looks like a gold foil, which is really, really pretty. I'm thinking about, should I break this up? I'm probably going to do the same thing with, when I apply the black. Yeah, probably not. Okay. My black is a little bit on the thicker side. I've been mixing up a lot of resin today. And it's definitely a little further along than the chameleon is. But I'm not worried about it. It's not too far. It's not gone. In other words, I still got a little working time with it. It's definitely getting to the stringy state. Let's see now. I saw a spot there. Looks like it could use a little bit more resin on there. Now to find the spot again. There we go. I found it. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just kind of breaking up the black a little bit. So that way it feathers a little bit, or I don't know if you want to call it feather or lacing. It looks better than putting a big black streak on here, so I like that. And while doing this too, I'm also running it through the gold and breaking up the gold a little bit as well. I wanted to get a fresh pair of gloves. They were getting a little nasty. Let's see. Put a couple spots here. I'm gonna put some lines of chameleon on top of this green. Chameleon's one of those kind of colors that really comes alive when it's on top of a dark area. I think that'll do. Actually, now that I'm looking at it. Okay. All right, I'm using just resin paste, which is like a top cell paste. I'm hitting it with a little heat as it goes over. And it'll kind of spread and move a little bit. But you gotta be careful not to overdo it. Heat is one of those things with resin, you need to keep moving it. You can burn your resin. All right, I think nope, just saw a spot. Good, now I have to wait for it to come all the way around. Oh, there's another one. There we go. That's better. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. I'm happy with this. Let me bring you in. It is hard to press the button on the phone with a gloved hand. So that's the back so far, but it is still twirling away. So not real exciting right now. But this is what the top looks like. You get a little peekaboo in there with the brushed colors. So yeah, it's a lot going on, but I kind of like it. Hey, look, I got a little swirl action there. All right, till tomorrow. Let's see what this thing looks like. Later. All right, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, definitely hit the bell to get notified next time I put a video up. And check the links in the description below. I get all my colors of my resin, from Artist Till Death, and they're down there, and there's also a coupon code as well. I've got an Amazon store set. I can't talk today. Oh my gosh, tongue tied. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, now restart my tongue. Okay, I've got an Amazon store set up, so you can check out the links in it and see all the supplies that I use. I get a tiny bit of commission in there, but you don't see any change in your price whatsoever. I mean, we're talking pennies here, but you know, pennies add up. Ooh, I can't wait to see what this comes out like. All right, I'm going to do a reveal of a whole mess of cups coming up soon. Check it out. Later.